Ever since I was a little girl, they told me the pretty lady with the broad shoulders and beautiful eyes that sunk in like quicksand is my grandmother. I call her Mama. She called me Long Chin because every time I smiled, my chin pointed to the ground like an arrow. And every time I saw her, 1,000 arrows shot to the ground in the pathway of a coveted garden as if my smile were a bow. And she would gift wrap each one of our presents, carefully tying it with my smile. I never saw dentures in her mouth. She always kept them in her bags. But I always met her indentured eyes she kept right above her bags where she signed contracts right above her wrinkled lines. And every time she signed her name, her spirit spasmed. And for every contract she signed, she faced contractions like she was in labor for every time she labored over somebody else's child, birthing lives when she wasn't able to live her own. And her dentures and indentures caused indents in her cheeks, forming tornadoes and black holes that would swallow my Sunday morning kisses. And I wondered if she felt them. I wondered if my prayers were answered when I asked God to let my kisses heal her. Let my kisses make her smile again so I could see the dimples in her spirit. Let them heal her swollen foot from the voodoo that replaced holy ground. Let them heal her paralyzed body from her spine to the neck down so she could feel my hugs again and she remember I'm her granddaughter. Make her whole so I could hold her again and heal the black holes in her body that cause her to lose her soul. Sometimes she forgets. Remind who you are, God. Her concrete cheeks holds the imprints of strange and violent fists lost in her Bermuda Triangle. Men were looking for triangles and pyramids at the back of dollar bills. They dragged her from her home to beat her in her back. With every hit she felt, she thought she saw your back, God, but let her know you never left her side, even for a moment, because you had her back. And you promised you would never leave her or forsake her. And she's still here on this earth because of who you are. So let her know that every time she sits on her couch, she is sitting on a throne next to you, God. She is my grandmother. I call her Mama. But God calls her Israel. And she limps as though she had been fighting an angel. And one of these days, she'll walk again.
This is the night to bypass the crickets chirping and ignore the moon's eagerness to peek at our nakedness imagined. So don't try to fight it. Even though there's nothing else left on our side other than the stars aligned in the sky to remind us that this will only be one night. So look into my eyes. No, seriously, look into my eyes, babe. I'm sorry, I just get too caught up in the moment and I don't remember where my clothes went. So remind me after this moment when you scurry off to where your home is. And don't sporadically text me upon my day went, just to ensure that this is still a secret. Your guilt-squealing lips just sip. Your lips, unzip your shorts. Come to imagine a tantalizing wetness that you've never felt before from a fiend who bows down in between his headlock of suppressed fantasies. I'm sorry, but girlfriend, he's too tied-tongued right now to admit how he really feels. Having sex with an exorcist. Better yet, your deviance. To reach deep down inside of you and regurgitate with where your freak is and where my moans will remind me or make me pretend that this is my first time when it was too hard for you to fit into my life with strife, because the truth of the matter is we both have lives. The only difference is mine will never understand how I could betray the rod of fertility to turn my back just to come back. Let's backtrack. So our teenage years, when we first made love. Do you remember the first time when we made love? Where I bled and I shed tears of pain and pleasure wrapped up in this hope of us still being together forever. But if it can't be so, I just want to lease you until my release and let me covet you until we are under the covers against once more, because baby, every night it feels so right as we singing like this is the night, because baby, this This is where your home is tonight.
There's a funny thing in Funny Town. Okay. It's a backwards boy who's upside down. His feet are where his hair should be, and there's this that puzzles me. If his head is always on the ground, is it flat instead of being round? And when he says yes, does he nod his head or does he wiggle his toes instead? I've puzzled this with puzzle frown. Does he button his overalls up or down? Alas, that we should never know how the answers to these questions go. We might as well just give it up. This backwards boy, I made him up.
I can't remember it now.
Take your time, bro. Take your time. Start again, man.
Start again.
Closing the show. You close the show.
You like this one? Excuse me. Are you a lady? Don't look at me. Don't look at me as if I'm crazy. I just haven't seen one in a while. And I thought you could be one just by your poise and your style. I heard you speak and noticed the elegance of your phrasing. I glanced at your stance and it appeared due to the caliber of your raising. Now I've seen false females who just act the role, but a few well-placed problems and they show their true soul. And I'm sorry for those words that I chose, but they describe so explicitly the type of women we so commonly see in our society, especially in my age group or younger, where the differences between manners and mannerisms, the isms are stronger. They wear the most expensive, one-of-a-kind apparel, but their vocabulary is far from extensive, and their speech sounds more like monkeys in a barrel. They're hoping to speak Shakespeare by mere mass and a kind dare, but my kind fears that a lady is an endangered species in this world. And in later years, we'll have to travel to museums to find an example for a girl. So if I stare for a while, please forgive me for the forwardness of my actions. My mother was a complete lady, and so far I've only found fractions. So ma'am, I would like to do what a gentleman should do. Congratulate you on being a lady, just by being you. Thank you.
I see you convincing yourself that you don't need me. Convincing yourself that you don't desire me. I know you're ready to be nasty. Spit your tongue back on me. Come let down your tongue and lie. Light me up like a midday's sunrise surprise. I'm sensing your body and all I can do is touch myself slowly. Cause I'm feeling you so passionately. Trust me, baby. You're my delicious little treats. The sugar in my Kool-Aid, and you know I like it sweet. Still, I'm willing to get intimate if you're willing to get into it. Baby, I'm addicted to your lickings, your stickies, your push-ups in it. I see you indicating patiently with signs that you want a slow whine to a rough grind. I see you want a little sexual sensation, pulsating vibration, all your dreams come true. Wow. Come on, lover, I dare you. I want to feel you penetrating my pores and sucking to the core, spreading my legs for more and more and more. I want my body so sore till I can't take no more, boo. I want you to be my Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Do whatever Spidey can. Entangle my nerves, dangle my nerves to create a web of strength to sustain my screams as your slithery, slippery tongue invades my inner hormones. Let my be sticky like bubblegum. Chew me up. Understand? Inject the next best thing because I want to feel you in my soul. I will use every God-given talent, invoke the fifth element until Trinity sings, and I will moan, and I will groan, and I will bone you until I am pleasure until we are one. So, tell me, what do you want to do? Because I'm contemplating engaging in sexual relations with you.
Temporarily tempted to attempt to turn your temperature to the sky between your thighs. Tendencies to relax every tendon until you are tender. Tension releasing meetings secretly beneath my heated sheets, our feet intertwined like love vines vying for sunlight. No sunlight. Nighttime we grind with no nightlight. Just the light breaths as we sweat out our guilt, lie in our bed of lies and cover our sins like quilts. Still, I am left feeling right in spite of my mortal wife and my role model life. We fuck with no conscience. Round after round, no rubbers are found and I'm in you raw. Your fountain of lust lasts longer than the passion that turns your tops on. Counting your orgasms until you lose count. Back arch as spasm shuts your eyes tight as you release your inhibitions on my erect safety net. And in my twisted love you feel safe. In my twisted love you feel saved. As we engrave the dates of our escapades on our memories. And I thank Temptation for tempting me.
Shines and shimmers as its body drips, pellets of that so pure as it waves its physique. I'm hypnotized by this masterpiece. Tension increases, my pipes begin to leak. The amount of pressure, I'm under the storm, the calm, the thunder, the lightning, the rain, more fascination than fear or pain. My reaction to staying conflicts my demean, origami out of the sheets. I mean, are you a magician? Because these are locks, but I suddenly feel Christian, the way you crucify me with new positions. Teleporting to the kitchen, eating strawberries and cherries off of human platters, making smoothies with soy milk. The varnish on the headboard is worn, the sheets long have been torn, the room transformed, so prime we fly, playing over through our many eyes. I do not shun nor eschew or excuse your behavior because I am relieved by your true nature. I don't know, but your creator must have been God. You are made in His image, no matter the way you struck it with such preciseness. Like everything in the world that is fun, like a freaky nun, a paintball gun, chewing gum, all wrapped up in one. I mean, and who doesn't like chewing gum? But you're more like bubble gum. That from your core comes this flavorful burst, so warm and sweet at first. Then I realize it's a venom, there is no serum. 5 seconds on left side, right side, accident, Or nimble movements, are you Master Splinter or maybe a ninja? 3, too late now, the injection is deep. 2, tears shed on my eyes, but we do not weep. 1, weapon, lethal. Thank you.
I know of a man who walks the drum line of my soul, who beats the drum beat of my heart, who puts the in my name every time I see him strut his style. I know of a man whose spirituality runs past sexuality. So many lovers, yet I'm his only lover. His girl, his cover girl. I know of a man who's got my purpose woven in his fabric so strong when I get weak. I swore he was a maverick. Or maybe he plays for the brave, so brawny, so smooth. A caveman just couldn't do this. I know of a man who makes me think of Angie Stone. It doesn't matter if he's a black, white, or blue brother. I'm just glad he's a strong brother. I know a man who gives me goosebumps bigger than the echoes and rhymes of Jill Scott. Let's take that long walk around the block. You know our favorite spot, After Dark. God, I love this man. That spiritual man, that miracle working. Oh, man. Sing my song, India. He is the truth.
Oh, yeah.
He is so real. I couldn't help but love the way that he makes me feel. I know of a man. He's my man. I know of a man. He's my man and I'm in his future plan. I know of a man. He's my man. And Jesus Christ is that man.
Psychopath. How does this find me? Though I don't really care. If I did, it would be real. Amoral thoughts, speech and actions, performed in informal and informal sections. Being called weird is as normal as me growing a beard. Not much lost there, leftover emotions lay bare. Death and destruction, life and reproduction coincide, but seeming harmony in the same mind. Manipulating, brainwashing, controlling others' thinking, to me, it's not concerning. Most feelings being on the surface, doing things without purpose, except for my benefit, I guess. Others are blessed, because in retrospect I feel differently than the rest, or better yet, real feelings don't exist. But there is something that makes it best psychopath. Though I may be mistaken and it's just the mask I'm wearing, but at this moment I have a feeling. And I might say, it's quite appealing. Taking something that may not be worth stealing, my heart. A fine woman that brings me peace who goes by the name. No pet names or nicknames, with her I don't feel insane. Where the surreal is for real, for the first time this heart can feel. Normally at this time a conflict rises. Brain analyzes, the heart gets excited. Both in shock because this person accepts our devices. As crazy as we may be, she accepts my psychopath.
It's been a while now since tears are formed in his eyes. They have become theaters, still projecting old memories to empty seats in the chambers of his heart. As she lies in his arms, his biceps lie as a relaxer, giving her a false sense of security. Comforting and a comforter of thought created an illusion formed in a shrouded cloud of impurity. He uses bottle after bottle just to get through the day of sharing a living space with someone he once loved. And surely he knows what a tragedy is becoming when he looks into the eyes of a woman that's about to have his firstborn child and feels almost nothing. No feelings swelling, no tummy rumbling, no butterflies flying, just a faint heartbeat. And Jesus wept before he died, so why didn't I when our love died? My love died. Our love was crucified in a public manner. I wish I could conceal, but the very foundation was too corrupted. No ifs or buts, just hoping maybe it's Maybelline who could come and cover these blemishes that somehow we could never make up. No thinking, just going through bottles of motions, just lathering in our thoughts, never relaxing. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat until it became conditioning. Self-reinforcing. Emotional distortions, fabricating our own versions of reality we held to believe was so true. But the truth was never been so clear. Now I must take a proactive approach, popping every blister I hit on this new road of my destiny. It is a lonely road, but I must. Because I'm tired of living under these false pretenses. That was hilarious, by the way. Because I'm tired of living under these false pretenses. I'm tired of living a cover-up. And honestly, I'm running low on concealers. From mine to yours. If I ever want freedom, a peace at mind when it's time to cut my losses and leave.
Do you have any idea how fast strangers can become lovers? If we were ever even strangers above the covers, the swift familiarity with your spirit energy has totally enraptured and captured me. I want to slip into your aura like tea into hot water. I want to be engulfed by the sheer magnitude I'm feeling. I want to totally forget the fact that we never had dealings. I met you last lifetime. I'm promised to entwine your life and mine until the end of time. Spirits have memories, and I have total recall of our time spent together before into love we fall. We played cosmic hide and seek. I remember it all. Shh, don't speak. I've been waiting an entire lifetime for you to once again be mine. You think I really want to let you go? This girl right here, you must not know. So I really must have never been a stranger to you. Maybe a stranger to your physical self is true, but not to the soul that's a part of me too. Our spirit selves know just what to do. From your hands slipped into hair, I felt everything loud and clear. I realized that realize see through lies and into the heart of you. And with you I can achieve anything under the sun. Do you have any idea how fast lovers can become one?
Now my boys made some dumb decisions, but this has to be the saddest one. We decided to go out for drinks at Parrots, just have some fun. Keep it low key so from 5-0s we don't have to run. But then he disappears and I see him talking to some crackhead and his son. So he comes back over smiling, sits next to me, says his boy over there can go and get us some ecstasy. But in the Buying Drugs Handbook, paragraph 2, section C, buying from a crackhead towards drug dealer is a bad recipe. And doesn't it seem suspicious when you're buying L&M's that the dealer refuses to sell them in less than 10s? Come on, bro, use your brain. There has to be an act to see through, because $4 per pill is just way too good to be true. And so he buys it, the dealer walks away, and then we had to stop. We opened the black baggie up. It's a bag of rocks. Not crack, I mean limestone. And his desperation rises at a steady rate. He was so hopeful for it that he tries to eat one anyway. Then another guy comes, and he says he can get it for 15. Well, that's the plan. And apparently we're supposed to trust him because he's a Rasta man. And so my boy gives him the 15. He trusts him after all, because he left the car washing bucket as his collateral. And then he runs around the corner. Oh, my boy has his oath. And I said he's not coming. That's the end of the matter, bro. And then at the last second he comes back. My boy says, man, this rocks. And we walk away, open it up. It's another bag of rocks.
I wrote this, and like 2 weeks later I got pregnant. I am she that birthed gods. I am sun, moon, stars, love, and divine energy. I am perfect creation. I am warrior, womb. I am skin and hair and water and air and I am love. I am love. I am you of the Creator. I am he and she. This life. I am my mother and her mother. I have existed forever. I live. I never die. Oh shit, I can't remember. But you know what, I could remember because I am. Alright? I am goddess and I am carbon. I am air. I am water. I am spirit. I am queen. He is mine. King. I am us. I live. I never die. I am power, I am art, I am conscience, I am woman, family. Thank you.